Imagine your daily life without any social media. That must be lonely enough for you. You even don't know what your friends doing out there. Well, even though without joining the social media, you still can live your life with happily. Why that so? Because you will still feel enough. What the meaning of that feel enough? Well, therefore, in this video, you guys will be learning some several things and find out why this social media platform always makes you feel not enough pretty, rich, and famous. And yes, of course, get to know how to cope with it. Let's go to the topics.
I'm sure at least you have one account social media or even have many on various platforms. I say it not without reason. Social media is really massive now from data. Smart Insight in February 2019, social media users around the world have reached 3.2 billion users, or about 46% of the world population. Indonesia itself is ranked as the 5th most social media users in the world. Yes, okay, now social media is massive and social media is the most important part for us. We can relate to anyone and wherever we are. It's no longer strange if we can say hi with our elementary school friend who we don't even know where they are now, or even get acquainted with Koreans who we didn't know before either. Even for certain things, we need social media to support our careers and live. For example, we use Instagram for promote endorsement or kitabisa.com to collect donation. This is social media, and this is the world we know today. We are familiar with social media.
But that doesn't mean that social media is free from negative impacts. We know that there are many things that there are addictive gadgets and social media. But this time we will discuss one of the many bad effects of the social media, which we also often do consciously or unconsciously when surfing on social media. Where is comparing yourself with others, or scientific language is social comparison? What is social comparison? Yeah, social comparison is when we compare situation, what we have in that situation, what people or even other groups have. When we scroll on Instagram and say in our heart, hey, this person live really well, not like me. Or even we disparaging on other people. Why her clothes are so bad? Who style is also old-fashioned, should be like me. Yeah, that's mean you do a social comparison. The question, why comparing yourself with others can be bad? It's simple, because there are people who when they compare themselves to others, they even become insecure. Their self-esteem disappears. If it's like that, I just don't compare myself, right? Very easy, right? Isn't that easy? Social comparison is automatic. When we open social media, you will automatically compare yourself with others, whether you like or not, consciously or not. The more often we open social media, so the more often we compare ourselves with others, and worse, if people often comparing myself with other people, that person is more susceptible to envy, guilt, and he becomes full of regret. Why I didn't do this first? If I express my feeling first, surely I will not regret later. And that's no role. These people will also be more at risk to lie more often, to blame others and not be satisfied with their life. Will the current generation be a pathetic generation with envy and spite? Because the platform is free, the place to display photo or texts, we will say no to that. Social comparison is what we do automatically. Yes, if it is hard for us to fight, but we can minimize the impact. So the question is, how do you make the social comparison that we don't have that bad impact?
Self-knowledge is a must. One of the reasons why comparing yourself with others is a bad thing, because you're not sure about yourself. If we are not sure about ourselves, we do not know ourselves, not sure what to do, not sure if you can succeed. or even you have no right to succeed. You have a big homework to get to know yourself. Why? Imagine every time you look at the life of others who are better than you, who are different from you will ask yourself, am I right? Do I have to follow the style like them? When you ask yourself without strong self-knowledge, you will no longer be sure about yourself because you don't know yourself. But if you are knowing yourself, you will know what can keep you motivated. You know when to function optimally. You should know what is the best for you, even though you haven't come to that ideal state. You will be okay with it, because at least you know where to go. So, try to start thinking about it now. Who you are.
The second tip, you must know your own emotion. Recognize your feelings if your mood is ugly and down again. Don't open social media too long, or don't even open social media at all. Open social media if you are bad mood and down will make your feelings so worse a lot. My friends, if they are down, they uninstall Instagram, FB and others. And it's cool because they prioritize their own mental health rather than afraid of being left behind by news or trend. Because you have to think like this. When you are down, sadly, our thought will be negative. You will compare yourself with others and you will become more down because you will take only negative things, negative about yourself. Oh, I'm lacking. Oh, I haven't got there yet. Oh, I still got there a long time. And eventually, it becomes a better cycle.
And the third is social media is a stage. So what people do when they're on the stage? Well, let's say they will do some actings, play drama, and bring out their charm and show off their most expensive stuff, wear nicest outfit, and they will show what the best for them. So will their lives keep repeated like that? And the answer is no. Just remember this, that every human being has their own problem in life, and what they show on social media is not truly 100% their lives. Let's say we might just see 20% of their lives. So don't be surprised if social media is indeed an event for us to want to be the best for the internet.
That everyone has their own time, so focus on developing yourself, because the point of comparing yourself with other people is not fair, man. For you and the person you're comparing is raising differently, living a different environment, have different talents and abilities too. Then you compare your success with others? Very absurd. The only fair comparison we can do is to ourselves. Are you better than yourself yesterday? Last year? Are you more diligent than yourself last month? If so, then you're progressing. We know that insecure feels bad. We feel bad. Feel whatever we do is meaningless. And you become very sensitive to people criticism. It feels like you don't trust yourself anymore. You don't believe that you can do anything meaningful. Like for example, you don't believe you will be accepted when tests at stand and others. Many people experience this.
Stop doing that to yourself. Start telling yourself that you are amazing, you are beautiful, you are handsome, you are smart, talented, and so on. I hope these tips can change the way we think about ourselves. And remember, the number of likes on Instagram, Twitter, and others does not describe you, great or not. You are an amazing person.